Welcome back to my channel, guys. Nextinfood. I am your diva chef, Simone Walker. Today's tutorial is all about one pot, and today I'm inspired by the Trinidadian one pot rice dish that is cooked with either chicken or beef, and they refer to it as pilau. So guys, I'm pleased to show you my version. I am inspired to make this dish by a friend who is from Trinidad, and this is how she showed me how to make it. So if you're from Trinidad, let me know if I did it right. Let me know in the comment section if I represent the beautiful, delicious pilau. So let me show you how I cook pilau here in Jamaica in my kitchen. For our pilau that is inspired by the beautiful Trinidadian cuisine, we are going to be using chicken in ours today. This is a kilo of chicken, bone in, skin on, because I feel like the skin adds some more flavor. And we're going to add some seasoning to it. I have just some seasoning from my cupboard. I'm using granulated garlic, salt, black pepper, smoked paprika, chicken bouillon, all-purpose seasoning, and some sugar. This is what we'll just put on our chicken and just give it a mix around. It's very important that you season the chicken so that it can have a nice taste at the end of the cooking. Now I added the sugar to it because while I'm searing it, the sugar that was added will also caramelize in the searing process. And for those of you who do not know what searing is, it's really browning the meat quickly on each side. So our chicken is seasoned. I'm going to set this aside, and this is going to marinate for a good 30 minutes so that the seasoning can soak in. You can do this overnight. So I want to show you the rest of the ingredients that we need for our pilau. For the chicken pilau, you need an assortment of ingredients to get one delicious bite. So let me just walk you through the ingredients. So of course, chicken is the star, and of course rice, but we need some combination of flavors. We need, it's almost like a choir of flavor in my opinion. So you have the lead and you have the backup singers. So we need green seasoning. This is my version. You need some oil, you need brown sugar, you will also need some ketchup. This is totally optional. Garlic, fresh chopped tomatoes, fresh chopped bell peppers, coconut milk, water, onion and scallion, scotch bonnet pepper and thyme, pigeon peas, and finally some carrots. Some persons also use pumpkin, but I don't like pumpkin right now, so I'm just using some carrots. So this is a very important step in making Trinidadian style pilau. You need to caramelize some sugar. So I have a 1/4 cup of sugar, and I want to put it into the pot, and we are going to just let it stay here and melt and caramelize to a deep brown color. Now there's a difference between caramelizing the sugar and burning the sugar. It's a very thin line, so you have to watch it. It's nicely caramelized. This is the color that we're looking for. This technique is not new to my household in Jamaica. As a child, my parents used to burn sugar for browning, so we refer to this part as either burnt sugar or browning, and this is going to add color to the meat. So at this stage, I like to add some oil in. I'm adding a tablespoon of oil, and that oil that was added in is going to aid in lowering the temperature of the sugar. And then I am going to add our chicken in. So let's just get our chicken in, and that's what you want to hear, a nice big sizzle, but you don't want to be tempted to stir it just yet. We want to let the chicken start to caramelize, and then we are going to give it a stir around This is smelling so good, guys. So now is the time we just give this a stir and we mix the caramelized sugar and the chicken become one. So all that patient in caramelizing the sugar, making your own browning, this tastes nothing like the store-bought variety. This is absolutely delicious. Look at that. That's what we want. And this is going to transfer to our rice. That same brown color. So at this point, as I said before, you stir the chicken, and I like to cook the chicken halfway before I add the other ingredients. Now is a great time to add in some other supporting flavor. You want it to look nice and brown and caramel like this. So at this stage, I am going to be adding in my version of the Trinidadian green seasoning. This is coriander, scallion, garlic, blend up. So I'm gonna add some of that in. What I find with this dish, the more flavor you add into it, the better it tastes. I'm also going to be adding in some chopped onions, like about 1 small onion chopped, some carrots, and some bell peppers. All right, so welcome to those looking in on YouTube. Let me give it a stir around like this. Now we're adding some Scotch bonnet pepper and some some dry thyme. I have some minced garlic, so that's gonna go in as well. And we are going to leave this to cook for 5 more minutes, and then when I return, I'm going to be adding our rice or peas or coconut milk, and then we're gonna let it cook. So I also like a little tomato in here. I like the acidity that the tomato brings, so just like 2 small tomatoes, and I'm layering the flavors in. Isn't that beautiful? I wish you could just smell it. I'm going to be adding in the rice. I'm using basmati rice today because this is what I have, and this is 2 cups. All I did was to wash the rice, drain it, and now I'm adding it to the let's get everything out. So rice is in. This is pigeon peas. In Jamaica we call this dry gungo. This is cooked, and I'm gonna add that in, and then let's just give it a stir. Just make sure everything is nicely coated and mixed in. And when you're doing this, I think in Trinidad they usually use a nice heavy Dutch pot. You want to use a pot that is wider than it's deep. That is my recommendation, because you have so much more space to spread out in the pot, and the grains will cook so much easier. So isn't that beautiful? This is a 1 pot of flavor. And remember guys, when you're cooking, whatever you add in is what you're going to get out. So if you want flavor, you have to put the flavor in. At this time, we're going to add coconut milk. Okay, remember now it's a grain, so I'm adding 1 cup of coconut milk, and I'm adding 1 cup of water. That's it. You don't want to add too much. I like it on the wet side because I feel like it tastes so much better. So at this time, I'm just going to grab my spoon and give it a taste to make sure that it has enough salt. And I think it needs a little bit more salt. I'm adding just a little bit more salt to this. All right, I tasted it and I feel like it needs some more salt. I have some scallions that I want to add in as well, just to give it a nicer vibe. And now I'm going to let this come to a boil, and then I'm going to turn my stove down to low and let this just simmer for a good 25 to 30 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like. The rice is boiling away. Remember, I said I like my pilau wet. If you like it dry, you can add less liquid. So at this time, I am going to cover it, and next time we see it, everything is going to be done. I'm going to reduce my temperature down to 320, and we're just going to let it stay here and cook unbothered. So I'm turning the stove even down further because, again, I do not want it to burn. And I'm going to show you another little tip that I do at this stage. I am going to pour in about a 1/4 cup of coconut milk. I started off with 1 cup of coconut milk. Now I'm going to just add, I just like to pour just a little bit more. As I tell you that I like it, well, maybe 1/2 cup. I like it wet. So I pour the coconut milk at this stage and I just leave it. So we're literally going to let this stay on low at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to stay for 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So guys, I'm pleased to present the pilau to you. I'm giving it a stir now because I feel like my pot is, because it's so wide, it's kind of cooking unevenly. So let me just bring the sides in. So basically this is what the pilau looks like. This one was made with 1 kilo of chicken that we chopped in 2-inch pieces. It has carrot, it has tomatoes, it has peas, coconut milk, bell peppers. All right, it has caramelized sugar. This is what it looks like. However, this one wants to steam out a little bit. So I'm going to cover it and I'm going to just let it steam because the rice at the side was not cooked properly. So we just need to cook it. So guys, the pilaf is ready, finally ready. I got a tip to use a piece of wax paper just to add some steam to it. I'm just going to fluff it up so that you can see it. I said I like my pilaf wet, and this is what I meant. Isn't that beautiful? Big up yourself, Trini people. This is my rendition of your beautiful, delicious pilau. I use all the ingredients that I could, that you would use, plus I added me in it. So I hope you guys are pleased. So now I am pleased to share it out. And in Jamaica we use a cup to share the rice, or a spoon. So I'm using a cup, and I'm just going to go like so. Meat, rice, and I'm putting it into my beautiful little black bowl. YouTubers, what you say? Look at that, guys. This is love in a bowl. And I like a chicken wing, so I'm just gonna put a nice little chicken wing on top, just like that. And that's it. That is our rendition of Trini chicken pilau. Let me just put it there so you guys can see what it looks like. So guys, this is our Trinidadian inspired chicken pilau. I want to thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you have not yet subscribed, we ask you to hit that subscription button. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like and also share. I am your diva chef, Simone Walker Barrett. I will see you next time with another simple but delicious meal, and I don't know where or who will inspire me, that I'll be making for my family. You take care.